Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. If you haven't yet subscribed, now is the time. What you're about to hear isn't just news, it's the raw truth behind the headlines. So smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you value independent analysis that cuts through the fog, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is where the mask comes off. Yes, the world is not just changing, it's unraveling. We are now living in the early chapters of a global storm. And in some places that storm is no longer looming, it's already begun. But strangely, the markets are still calm, too calm, like the eerie silence before a hurricane makes landfall. And now, a tremor, a warning shot, fired not by a politician but by a tech titan. Just 1 hour ago, Elon Musk detonated a digital bomb on X, formerly Twitter, and in that tweet, he directly took aim at Donald Trump. No ambiguity, no diplomacy. Musk came out swinging. Elon Musk, sorry, but I can't take it anymore. That's how he began. He went on to call the new US budget bill, Elon Musk, massive, disgusting, pig-filled. Those are his words. Now, pig-filled, not a common phrase, but you get the message. He's calling it revolting, bloated, corrupt. And here's the thing. This isn't some fringe bill. This is Trump's budget plan. It's already passed the House, and it's now on its way to the Senate. If it passes there, it becomes law. Musk didn't mince words. He said, Elon Musk, shame on you. You know this is wrong. So what's actually inside this bill? What's triggering this explosion of outrage? Let's go deeper. This bill is supposed to address America's growing debt crisis, but instead of reducing spending, it does the opposite. It piles on another $2.5 trillion in debt. Yes, trillion dollar with a T. Musk once worked on a government task force nicknamed Dodge, which aimed to cut federal waste. He had once called for a $2 trillion budget cut, then lowered it to $1 trillion, then $150 billion. Even that couldn't be achieved. So what did Congress do instead? They went in the opposite direction. And Musk's final tweet, Elon Musk, Congress is bankrupting America. Boom. Global headlines followed immediately. ABC News ran with, ABC News. Elon Musk blasts Trump's funding law, calls it disgusting and nauseating. And now, a battle is brewing. One that could paralyze the US government by mid-July. Let me explain. Here's how US legislation works. A bill must pass the House. Done. Then it goes to the Senate, still pending. If passed, it lands on the president's desk. Signed, it becomes law. But here's the twist. Even within Trump's Republican Party, dissent is brewing. Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky has already vowed to vote against it. And at least one more Republican senator has publicly denounced the bill. Rumors say more are silently waiting to rebel. If just a few break ranks, the bill dies in the Senate. And if that happens, the US government could shut down as early as mid-July. The deadline is looming, the tension is rising, and the world is watching. And while the political circus unfolds, the economic alarm bells are blaring. All three of the world's major credit rating agencies, S&P, Fitch, and Moody's, have downgraded the United States in recent months. The reason? Rising debt, fiscal chaos, and increasing risk of a default. But wait, the US can print its own money, right? Yes. But here's the catch. Printing dollars to pay off debt devalues the dollar. And when creditors sense that, they demand higher interest. It's called the credit default swap spread. Basically, the cost of insuring against a US default. That cost, rising. And the trust in the dollar fading, the once unshakable US credit rating, AAA, is slipping. And there is no higher rating than AAA. Once that goes, it's a free fall. Former Congressman Ron Paul has warned about this for decades. Now his son, Senator Rand Paul, is sounding the same alarm. And let's not forget, Rand isn't a Democrat, he's a Republican, openly challenging Trump. That's what makes this moment historic. In most countries, party loyalty is absolute. But in America, even allies are now turning on each other. Why? Because they see the iceberg ahead. Market illusion and financial instability. The markets remain eerily silent. Why? Because the illusion must be maintained. You're witnessing a classic bull trap, a false rally designed to lure in the public while the smart money exits. Big investment firms are using this bounce to unload their positions, just like before every major crash. They can't dump it all at once. It would crash the markets immediately, so they stretch it out over months, even years. Warren Buffett did it before the last big crash. They're doing it again, right now. And while the financial system teeters, the rest of the world spirals into chaos. Last week, Ukraine launched a massive drone attack, destroying 41 Russian aircraft in one night. Today, they struck again. This time, the Kerch Bridge, which connects Crimea to Russia. They didn't destroy it, they damaged it. But that wasn't the point. The message was clear. We could have taken it down completely. We're inside your walls. And while the financial system teeters, the rest of the world spirals into chaos. Last week, Ukraine launched a massive drone attack, destroying 41 Russian aircraft in one night. Today, they struck again. This time, the Kerch Bridge, which connects Crimea to Russia. They didn't destroy it, they damaged it. But that wasn't the point. The message was clear. We could have taken it down completely. We're inside your walls. Ukraine has been hiding drones inside shipping containers within Russia for over a year, waiting for this strike. That's not just a military operation, that's psychological warfare. It's a Pearl Harbor moment for Russia. And just when you thought it couldn't escalate further, a horrifying terror attack takes place in Colorado. A man, Mohammed Sabri Suriman, 45, attacks a group of Israeli protesters with Molotov cocktails and a flamethrower. 12 people burned, 6 in critical condition. He shouted "Free Palestine" while launching the assault. The response? Israeli leaders are already linking the incident to Iran, claiming it's part of a broader operation tied to Hamas. Just 2 weeks ago, another attack hit Washington, D.C., now this. One can't help but wonder, are these random acts or engineered provocations? Because the effect is clear, public opinion is shifting toward war. And while man-made chaos explodes, nature joins the battle. Mount Etna, Europe's most active volcano, erupted violently just yesterday. The images? Terrifying. Hikers nearby caught it on video as the sky turned black and fire rained from above. Experts are warning, this is just the beginning. Volcanic eruptions, especially around the Mediterranean, often precede major seismic activity. In fact, a deep earthquake just struck the Aegean Sea, right after the Etna eruption. It's like the Earth itself is warning us. When humanity teeters on the edge, nature doesn't stay silent for long. And while man-made chaos explodes, nature joins the battle. Mount Etna, Europe's most active volcano, erupted violently just yesterday. The images? Terrifying. Hikers nearby caught it on video as the sky turned black and fire rained from above. Experts are warning, this is just the beginning. Volcanic eruptions, especially around the Mediterranean, often precede major seismic activity. In fact, a deep earthquake just struck the Aegean Sea, right after the Etna eruption. It's like the Earth itself is warning us. When humanity teeters on the edge, nature doesn't stay silent for long. So what do? We stay alert, we stay informed, we don't trust the headlines, we read between the lines, and we understand that when politicians scream, "This will never happen," it usually means it already has. So let me ask you, do you believe America is safe from collapse? Do you think this storm can still be stopped? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. And if you found value in this video, if you want to hear the truth, unfiltered, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to wake up. Make sure you're subscribed, because next week, we go even deeper. Until then, take care of yourself. And remember, the calm is over. The storm has begun.